In 2022, Instagram doesn't want any new pages to grow on their platform, and that's because they see you as a risk. So in today's video, we're going to talk about why that is, and I'm going to give you a couple of loopholes to help you grow anyways. As many of you probably know, there's really two ways to grow fast on Instagram right now. And the first way is through the Explore page, and the second way is through the Reels page. But here's the thing, if you're a new page today on Instagram, it's almost impossible to make it onto that Explore page, and it's gonna be really difficult to get any real traction on that Reels page. I mean, for reference, I don't even think I got on the Explore page for the first time until I had almost 3,000 followers. And then it wasn't until about 5,000 followers that I was getting any significant reach on either one of those pages. And the truth is, Instagram actually wants it that way and keeps it that way by design. Think about it from Instagram's perspective. If you're Instagram, how do you make money as a company? You make money through selling ads on people's feeds. So if you want to sell more ads, what do you have to do? You have to keep people scrolling through their feed for longer so that you can put more ads in their feeds, right? Well, that's ultimately why Instagram is going to prefer bigger pages to smaller pages, is because bigger pages are going to do a couple of things to help Instagram make sure that they're making more money off of ads. For example, generally speaking, bigger pages have already spent the time and money to figure out what kind of content works for them. They've already developed winning content that keeps people scrolling. Whereas with newer pages, generally speaking, they haven't done that yet. They're still in the works. They're still trying to develop that kind of good content. And secondly, bigger pages are just going to be better at collecting data for Instagram to operate off. If I've got a page with over 50,000 followers, as soon as I post something, Instagram's going to have the data of over 500 people and their interactions to determine whether or not that was good content. Instagram can then make the determination if they want to push out that content farther or not with the Explore page. With smaller pages, you're just not going to get that type of data collection. So really, Instagram would be losing money if they're taking small pages content and putting it on that Explore page and on that Reels page. They would be taking a gamble with small pages content when they've already got all of this vetted content from bigger pages that they can tell is going to keep people scrolling and that can get them more ad sales in the long run. And that's why Instagram really doesn't want to push out your page in a big way until you have closer to 3,000 followers, is because they only want to allocate their resources to the best and biggest creators on their platform. So the question then becomes, what hacks, what loopholes do we have to where we can get you to 3K as fast as possible and have Instagram do some of that heavy lifting for you? One of the best ways is going to be with the follow for follow method. The follow for follow method is something that I've covered a lot. If you want to see more about it, click the link up top. But the follow for follow method is one of the best beginner strategies for taking a page from 0 followers or just a couple hundred to several thousand. The second thing that you could do is the shout out for shout out method, which is something I really haven't talked a lot about. But the shout out for shout out method is basically where you contact other pages in your niche of a similar size and you say, hey, I'll do a shout out for you if you do a shout out for me. Now this is an awesome way for small pages to grow, because if you guys are small pages, you don't have a whole lot of leverage yet. So what you guys can do is you can take two small pages and help each other out. And this works a lot better with pages that are slightly smaller. A lot of times if you ask pages that are bigger than yours, they're going to tell you no. So I recommend DMing pages maybe a couple less followers than you, seeing how many times you can do the shout out for shout out method. Now my personal favorite growth hack right now has got to be collaborations. And collaborations are something that's probably not going to apply to all of you, because you really need a big page already to do it, or you need a friend with a big page who's willing to help you out. But collaborations are basically where you have two pages go in together on a single reel. And so it combines those audiences to make the reel just go crazy. To give you an idea of how powerful collaborations are, I've done several collaborations between my Lazy Intellectuals page that I run with Emmanuel and my Trap Theory page. Now, the Trap Theory page is obviously significantly larger. And when I do collaborations between the two, I'm getting bare minimum 3 times more views on those collaboration reels than I would if it was just a Lazy Intellectuals reel. And I think it was our 4th or 5th collaboration between those two pages that we were able to get over 1 million views on a reel together. And that's crazy exposure. That's crazy reach for a page, the Lazy Intellectuals page, that hadn't even hit 1,000 followers yet. Normally that would be impossible for a page that small, but through collaborations and sharing audiences, it was possible. So the truth is, Instagram doesn't want to take a risk by helping out your smaller page. So it's your job to figure out and be smart, figure out how can I finesse this system to where I can get my page just big enough to where Instagram starts picking me up and helping me out a lot. Well, with all of that said, my name is Mitchell. Thank you guys for watching. If you got any value out of this, please do hit like and subscribe. It helps me out big time. If you guys got any questions, just drop them below and I'll try to get back to everybody. But God bless and have a good one, man.